Collective 47, and today our theme of exploration, life in the fifth dimension. In this video we wish to share with you a clear, grounded and elaborate explanation what life in the fifth dimension means and how is life truly like in the fifth dimension. Different teachers describe it differently, but this version reflects the common core ideas without exaggeration or fantasy claims. We begin. What is life like in the fifth dimension? The fifth dimension is not usually described as a physical place you suddenly travel to in a spaceship. Instead, it is understood as a higher state of consciousness, perception, and awareness. It refers to how a being experiences reality, not where they are located in space. The shift from the third dimension to fifth dimension is described as a shift from fear-based consciousness to love and understanding-based consciousness. The core difference between the third dimension and three-dimensional life. In third-dimensional awareness, life is experienced through fear and survival thinking, competition and comparison, control, dominance and struggle. Time is slow, heavy and restrictive. Humanity feels a strong identity with the body, name and history, and beliefs are based in lack, such as there is not enough. You all gotta hoard and compete for limited resources. In 5D awareness, however, life is experienced through love, trust and cooperation, unity instead of separation, flow instead of struggle, time as flexible and responsive, a sense of identity rooted in awareness, not just the body, and belief in sufficiency, as in there is always enough. In simple terms, third dimension is about surviving, while fifth dimension is about thriving freely, without much limitations. Emotional life in the fifth dimension. In fifth dimensional consciousness, emotions still exist, but they function very, very differently. Fear no longer controls decisions. This is where people live past fear. Anger doesn't linger for long. Most emotions don't exist past 90 seconds anyways. Use this idea to shift realities through thoughts and beliefs to remove negative emotions. Sadness is felt but passes rather quickly. Joy is the natural emotional baseline, and compassion replaces judgment. Here people do not suppress emotions, but they process them quickly through awareness and understanding instead of resistance. Emotional suffering becomes rare because identity is no longer built on trauma or wounds. In fifth dimensional reality, your state of being determines everything. Fear, guilt, and shame cannot sustain in fifth dimension. Emotions like love, joy, creativity, and gratitude are the default vibration. Because fifth dimension is telepathic, you can feel the intentions and emotions of others, and hence the fear of being deceived is also minimized significantly. You can, in a sense, see through people, or what they are going through, or what they mean, no matter what they are saying or pretending to be. There is no need for manipulation, secrecy, or lies. Everything is transparent. In fifth dimension, you realize you are both the dream and the dreamer. Relationships in fifth dimension. Relationships in fifth dimensional awareness are based on mutual growth instead of dependency, truth instead of manipulation, respect instead of control, freedom instead of attachment, and communication instead of power games. There is no need to dominate, deceive, or compete in relationships. People are chosen by resonance, not neediness. And it's also how people meet each other or co-create events with others. Conflicts are resolved through understanding rather than emotional warfare, since the third dimensional ego is not very strong here, due to belief systems based on oneness rather than separation. Relationships and community. Relationships in the fifth dimension becomes harmonious and purposeful. You connect with others through frequency resonance rather than social expectations. Communities are cooperative, not competitive. There is no hierarchy. Every being is seen as an equal and unique facet of the source. Money, work, and abundance in fifth dimension. In fifth dimensional consciousness, work is chosen based on purpose, not fear of survival. Creativity replaces forced labor. Abundance flows through contribution and not stress. People give because they feel full, not because they are forced. Hoarding becomes psychologically meaningless. Money may still exist as a tool, but it no longer defines worth, identity, or safety. Time and manifestation in fifth dimension. One of the biggest differences in fifth dimensional life is the experience of time and manifestation. Manifestation feels faster. Emotional alignment influences outcomes more visibly. Synchronicities happen more often. Delays feel shorter. Intuition guides decision making, and life feels more responsive, or rather magical. This does not mean instant fantasy magic. It means that resistance is lower, so results feel smoother and clearer. Desired reality manifests rather seamlessly than through hard work. Relationship with time and parallel realities. In third dimension, we move through time. In fifth dimension, we realize that time flows through us, and we can control it by controlling various aspects of beingness, such as controlling emotions through mindsets and beliefs, etc. We realize past, present, and future exist simultaneously. You become aware of parallel versions of yourself, or other yous living different timelines, and hence you can consciously shift into alternate timelines that best match your vibration. The sense of identity in fifth dimension. In third dimension, people think, I am my name, my body, my job, my past. In fifth dimension, identity becomes rather spiritual and shifts toward I am awareness or infinite soul consciousness, having experiences through physical form. This creates less fear of change, less fear of death, less attachment to labels or matrix structures, greater inner peace, and stronger intuitive intelligence. Fear, death, and the unknown. In fifth dimensional consciousness, death is seen as a transition, not an ending. Fear of the unknown dissolves. Control becomes unnecessary, realizing that all control is always within. Trust in the unconditional support of the universe replaces anxiety, and existence itself feels more safe than ever. This does not create recklessness, but rather confidence in life rather than fear of it. The body in fifth dimensional awareness. In fifth dimension, the physical body is experienced as a tool of expression, a vehicle of awareness, something to care for, not worship, something to listen to, not fight with. Health improves naturally because stress, guilt, and suppression are reduced. In fifth dimension, we barely get sick, or almost never get sick, and the body heals itself 10 to 30 times faster than average third-dimensional human beings. The body becomes light due to absence of stored trauma in various parts or cells, since everything is conscious, connected, and alive, and it rejects negative foods and frequencies readily. In fifth dimension, you won't be able to consume a lot of third-dimensional foods that are unhealthy or low vibrational, such as fast foods, bad oil fried foods, ultra-processed foods, most colored and packaged foods, processed sugar, etc. In fifth dimension, our DNA awakens. The 5D ascension of humanity also means the activation of dormant DNA, or the third strand. The so-called junk DNA becomes a tool for the ultimate expression of human being. All the blockers being unblocked, we become more aware of what it is like to be a human being, which we are not fully yet. Currently, humans use only a small fraction of the genetic and energetic potential. As we shift into fifth dimension, our multidimensional coding switches on. This awakens telepathy and telepathy, self-healing abilities, clairvoyance and intuition, and access to higher memory banks or soul memories across lifetimes. Interactions with other beings. In fifth dimension, Earth becomes a member of a larger cosmic community. Contact with ET civilizations becomes normal. Humans become accustomed to a sense of family beyond Earth. where we recognize ourselves as part of a galactic hybrid lineage. Humanity becomes a bridge species between physical and non-physical realities. Is anyone fully living in fifth dimension right now? Most humans are not permanently living in full 5D awareness. People move between the third dimension and higher states throughout the day. When you feel love, peace, inspiration, or gratitude, you are tasting the fifth dimension. When you feel fear, hatred, shame, or jealousy, you are experiencing the third dimension. The ascension process is simply spending more time in higher awareness or state of being, and less time in fear and separation. What the fifth dimension is not. A very important truth to realize in this context is that fifth dimension is not a place where nothing bad ever happens, but barely happens. Fifth dimension is not instant fantasy powers. Fifth dimension is not escaping human life. Fifth dimension is not ignoring emotions or pretending everything is perfect no matter what. Fifth dimension is about responding to life with love and understanding instead of fear, even when challenges appear. Accepting challenges as part of the journey for us to discover why they manifested, learn from them, and grow. What life feels like in fifth dimension. Life in the fifth dimension feels lighter, calmer, clearer, and more guided by intuition than fear. People feel connected rather than isolated. Love is experienced as the natural state rather than something that must be earned. Problems still arise, but they are met with understanding instead of panic. Meaning replaces survival as the main motivation for living. The essence of fifth dimensional life. If we summarize life in fifth dimension in one line, fifth dimensional life is about living fully in the now, where your vibration creates your reality instantly and unity consciousness replaces separation. It's not just about escaping the third dimensional earth, it's about becoming a vibrational match to a reality where love, joy, and creativity are the natural state. Technology versus consciousness in future, fifth dimensional earth. In the distant future, in the 5D earth, technology and consciousness will merge. Technology will become organic and telepathically linked, and machines will become biological extensions of the user's intention. Travel between places and even between star systems will happen through consciousness-based propulsion. There will be no need for destructive energy sources, and everything will run on free, infinite energy. Life in the fifth dimension is not about leaving Earth, but about changing how reality is perceived and experienced. It is a shift from fear to trust, control to flow, separation to unity, and survival to purpose. The fifth dimension is simply what life feels like when consciousness becomes more awake to itself. exploration, our gratitude for your participation in the ascension journey of humanity. Feel free to like and subscribe to find similar videos in the future. Check out our videos from the Universe Unlocked series in the description. Comment here if you need more clarity on anything. Search for any specific topic that might interest or concern you. And remember to keep exploring. Until next time, 47, logging out.